All right, shalom, shalom. First, I'm gonna start by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Radash. Double honor to the elders, the apostles, the bishops of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which are the elders, the apostles, the bishops of Great Millstone. All right, double honor to them because they teach and rule well. All right, these are my teachers where I get this 100% truth from. All right. Peace and salutations to the elect, whoever they may be. All right, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there on the highways and the hedges doing videos. All right, working out their salvation. All right, and shalom to the sisters out there learning in truth. All right, being quiet in the churches and under all subjection. All right, shalom. So the title of this lesson is wheats and tares. Sifting season, all right? Shalom Malak, Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah. All right. So we're gonna go into Matthew chapter 13, all right. Because we can clearly see that it's sifting season. The Lord is letting the fullness of things come to you. Like He's letting everything bud right now, all right. And we're gonna look at this in Matthew 13 first, all right. So we could get some context on it. All right. So we'll just start at the top. This is Matthew 13 from the top. All right. The same day Yahushai, Salakia, the same day went Yahushai out of the house and sat by the seaside, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow, all right? So, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Just like some of you brothers, going in the highways and the byways, y'all planting y'all seeds, all right? Y'all, doing y'all videos, planting y'all seeds, all right? You may have family members, you planting your seeds or whatever, all right? You may have, been, talking about it for a while from people, cats you used to know in the world or whatever, and you see them coming up, knowing now they, believing they're Israelites. Maybe even some of them are going following ISUPK and Sakari and stuff. All right. So some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness of earth. Like I said, what was about like a year ago, or maybe a year and a half, about a year ago, when I was going to camp with the brothers in GMS Inland Empire. Well, it was a specific day I had to go to camp that my sister and them was doing a little feast, for my nephew or whatever, and it was some people I knew from the world that was there, and that I've been teaching, I've been, planting seeds, that we're the Israelites, and then, I was thankful that, some of these brothers, because I would never have believed that they would come into the truth that we are Israelites, but this is the part. They had no deepness, they had no gravity about themselves, when I was getting ready to leave, I was like, hey, shit, I got to go to camp, though, you feel me? Oh, you got to be careful with camp you be a part of. Like, nigga, you don't even know. Y'all keep talking this Sakari shit, you feel me? Like, nigga, you don't even know, you feel me? Like, y'all niggas, you feel me? You don't know that you need to be careful with camp you following, And, so let me read that again. Oh, yeah. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness of earth, all right? And when the sun was up, they were scorched, all right? So, when it comes to the get down, you ain't gonna be able to take the heat, all right? You're gonna be sifted out, you're gonna be eliminated, the process is gonna be over with, all right? And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. So they're not really rooted in the truth, all right? They also went forth to say, oh yeah, which camp you with? I said I'm with GMS. That's who I'm going to camp with. It's like, oh, you gotta, they be going back and forth with each other. Like, bro, no, we just mark those. We're marking those that cause divisions. We blowing the trumpet, all right? Because they don't get it. They not rooted. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah, GMS, hopefully elect 3, all right? And so, all right. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. All right. So you could clearly see, niggas they still smoking weed. They ain't doing nothing for the truth. They don't. They not condoning for the truth. They vouching for the weed. All they do is you just smoking your weed and watching Sakari all day. Like, there's nothing fruitful coming out of that. All right. You're not doing nothing for your own salvation. So there's not even no point of you knowing that you're an Israelite, all right? And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them, all right? So even if they do, go try to be part of Sakari or ISUPK, they're not, what's that scripture say? Choke the word. Let's get that real quick. Because they're not being fruitful. All right, and then their doctrine isn't sound. Because that's part of how you get sifted out too. Not being sound in the doctrine. All right. Mark chapter 4 and verse 19, as it reads. All right. That's the same. That's the same chapter. That was just down in 13 and 22. So I'm gonna jump down to verse 22 real quick. All right. As it reads, he also that received seed among the thorns, and is he that heareth the word, and the care of the world, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. So all the Hellcats and the videos and the music videos and the rapping and all that vain stuff, that chokes the word, all right? Oh, big polygamy and all that shit, man, that shit chokes the word, So, Salakia, bear with me. Okay, back up at verse 8, all right? But other fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold, all right? Who hath ears to hear, let him hear, all right? So you got to be careful where you throwing your seeds too. But ultimately, it don't matter, because that's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Anyway, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai got everybody else in his trick bag, all right? So everybody gonna do his will anyway. Man's goings are the Lord, all right? Verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given, just like these other camps, all right? They're really not in the doctrine. They are really bugged out, all right? But we have to, like Elder Apostle Tar, we got to keep putting out the fires of their regurgitation. They keep on, of all their filthiness that comes out of their mouth, because we actually do plant seeds, and there are some that are taking heed. All right, but ultimately, at the end of the day, what the Lord is doing is he letting the wheat grow up and he letting the tare grow up, which we get into that. We're getting into that. All right. So, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given. So anybody who receives a little bit of this truth, like when I first, came into this truth about 2-3 years ago, I was bugging out. I was on every camp. But I was actually being diligent, seeing who's lying, what's all of this all about, being diligent in the scriptures, all right? Verifying, analyzing, observing, seeing what's really real and what's really fake, all right? And ultimately, the Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, I'm led to GMS, all right? The elders and apostles and bishops of GMS, all right? So, So for whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. All right, so you're an Israelite, but you up under these other. Hey, how about Shem Yahweh Shai going to eliminate you? All right, you're gonna be terminated. All right, you're gonna be evicted. All right, you can't be in the house. All right, because you can't be in this house. How about Shem Yahweh Shai gonna kick you out? all right? Because you ain't doing what you doing. What you doing what you doing for this house? You know, you should be doing something. All right, verse 13. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing, see not, and hearing, they hear not. So just like, we tell them the truth straight according to the Bible all day. But gainsaying and all that. These niggas, it's just all funny and jokes all the time, man. We know Jake like to joke around, but it ain't no game when it's coming to this truth. Salakia. I just drank a little milk before I came on. Therefore, Salakia, because they seeing, see not, and hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. All right, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, all right, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. All right, so hey, even if y'all just watch GMS only for entertainment, all right, y'all still ain't gonna get it. That's why you niggas over there stuck on Sakari. You feel me? That's why y'all stuck on ISUPK. That's why y'all stuck on IUIC. Because y'all only watch it for entertainers. Like the brothers say all the time, we are not fucking entertainers, all right? We doing this to work out our own salvation, all right? We doing this to get the blood off of our hands, period, all right? We hoping and we thankful that, we growing up in this thing, and we can clearly see, that, who's the tares and who's the wheats, all right? And we're thankful that we can see the fruits, all right? You can tell the fruits by its tree, you can tell the tree by its fruits, all right? So you can see if it's a wheat or a tare by its fruits. And that's why we're thankful that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is dealing with us and working with us, that we can see that we are being fruitful. And we can see the things that are, that all the faith boosters that's in our lives daily, day in and out, all right? All the gainsayers and all the shit talkers, all right, what's happening to them, all right? They starting to diminish, all right? So the water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right? And seeing you, okay, verse 15, Matthew chapter 13 and verse 15, we're starting to get there. All right, for this people, let me grab this from the brother. All right, this GMS Hopeful Elect 3, Matthew 7 and 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. All right, and it's clear to see, it's playing across the tables. You can see who's bringing out all scriptures, who's edifying the people, all right? You can clearly see that those is under the umbrella of Elder Apostle Tahar, all right? I like to say Elder Apostle Tahar's kids, all right? You can see all his kids, in that house, they bringing forth fruit. But everybody else, you don't see them bringing fruit, all right? You don't see them bringing forth fruit. They bringing forth evil fruit, all right? All right, verse 19. All right, every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down. All right, and that word hewn down goes into chopped down, cut down, dug up out, and cast into the fire. All right, so every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits you shall know them. All right. And you can clearly see, it's becoming more and more evident. That's why we're going to get to it. You're like, no, don't cut them down now. You can't tell who they is, Go ahead, keep feeding them. All right? We'll see. We'll get to the point. We're going to see if this nigga is really in the truth or not. We're going to see if he really, if he in this thing for filthy lucre's sake, or if he in this just for vainglory, or not, We're going to see. Just keep watering. All right. So boom, and the water for the precept. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. All right. Verse 15, Matthew 13 and 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, like it says in the scriptures. Their ears are uncircumcised. All right. Meaning they in other words, they got too much wax in their ear. But in other words, meaning, they can't hear spiritual things. They can't hear the things, spiritual wisdom, all right? They can't receive spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge, all right? They won't know the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right? It's probably because they ain't even prayed to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for wisdom, spiritual wisdom, you know, to know his will, as the scriptures say. All right, just roughly paraphrasing. Lest at any time, Let me read that again. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. All right? So we got, hey, you know what? Fuck you. Hey, the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for giving me ears to hear and eyes to see. All right? For blessing me with the eye salve. All right? For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them. All right? And to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. All right? All these niggas, look at all these niggas in IUIC. Look at all these niggas in Sakari. All right? And ISUPK. All right? Well, you know, mainly IUIC. All right? Look at all these dudes. All right? But they can't see. They're a whole bunch of zombies, all right? Elder Apostle Ramla said they're a whole bunch of Seors. That was funny, all right? Bring it out, bring it out. They don't even know what they're talking about, right? Yeah. All right, verse 18. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. We're getting right into it. All right. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. All right. So you got these prophets, so-called prophets, all right, these false prophets in Israel set up, all right, to be that wicked one. And as a matter of fact, they're the ones telling you so that you can't understand, all right? They're the ones bringing it out. Bring it out. They're the ones bringing out faulty words, right? Confusion. They're the ones bringing out confusion, all right, that you may not understand, all right? So it was them to begin with, all right? And then on the flip side, when you hear from GMS or you know, brothers under the umbrella of Elder Apostle Tahar, all right, like-minded brothers, all right, hey, they wasn't listening to learn anyway. They was just watching for entertainment, all right? Because they not spiritual, you know, their eyes are uncircumcised, all right? Verse 18, okay. Hear ye thee, okay, verse 19. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which receives seed by the wayside. Just like I said, you know, the brother Ty who I was talking about, you know, I've been knowing him since, you know, he was a young buck, you know, and now, you know, whatever, a little project baby, you know, a little project baby. Now, you know, he's an Israelite, but, you know, not, hey, you see what the, one body. Oh, there was never no slave ships, all right? So these brothers, this young brother, you know, Ty, who I'm talking about, he can't, he ain't gonna be able to get it, all right? Because he's not in the truth, all right? And you got these wicked ass camp leaders that, you know, is gonna flip them. So the little bit that they had in their heart, you feel me? Oh, found out that they was Israelites. That's gonna be snatched right away from them, all right? Because they wasn't in it from the truth, all right? So Slucky, yep. So this is he which received seed by the wayside, all right? But he that received the seed into stony places, all right? But he that received the seed into stony places, the same as he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. Yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. So he only endures for a little while, all right? For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. You know, and that really reminds me of IUIC right there, you know, all of the members of IUIC. All right? You know, they believe they Israel right now. Israel, Judah, Kwam Yasharallah, right? But as soon as these motherfuckers try to make y'all take the C hit, what is all these members of IUIC gonna do? Every single last one of them, they're not gonna, what it say again? What do they do? All right? It says, Yup. But he that receiveth the seed in the stony places, the same as he that heareth the word, so they can hear the word a little, right? And anon with joy receiveth it. Oh yeah, they receive it with joy. Yeah, we Israel, right? Oh, we Israel, all right? Yet hath he not root in himself, all right? But dureth for a while. So they endure a little while. Yeah, we've been in this IUIC for 15 years, whatnot, you know. But dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution arises because of the word, so when prophecy start coming into full effect, all right, when Yahweh Shai make the devil come down on you like, you know, like a flood, all right, with great wrath, all right, y'all gonna take that sea hit, all right. Salakia. This, yep. Yeah, yet hath he no root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. All right. But he that received seed, and so that's IUIC too, and a lot of that don't even know they're Israelites, all right? Because of riches and the cares of this world, you know, and women, you know, they so caught up in that, you know, women, you know, some bitches and some box, you know, they get caught up on that, some high horses. Let's get some black ones this time, you know. Salakia for that inside joke, all right? Yup. So verse 23, but he that received seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit. So that's you members of GMS, all right? That's you GMS brothers, all right? And all the brothers under GMS with the same like-minded doctrine, all right? Because we could see the fruit. We could see the fruit in you. We could go to a brother that's not GMS, that's under the same doctrine, and go to his page and get edified, all right? But you can't go to an IUIC members page and go get edified. I can't go to Sakari page and get edified. I can't go to GOCC's page and get edified, all right? I might, nah, I ain't gonna say none of that, all right? I can't go to ISUPK and get edified, all right? So that's the difference. But he that receiveth seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some an hundredfold, some 60, and some 30. All right? So, boom, this is the point. Another parable Salakia. Yep. Well, hey, so you can see as brothers is growing in his truth, all right? Regardless if they with GMS or not, you know, you can see the fruit coming forth out of them, all right? You can see, you know, you can see through the spirit. I mean, because spiritual man judgeth all things, all right? And is judged by none, which we're going to get into that too, you know, because there's some of the precepts. That was just the reading I had. All right, so let's get into it. Damn. Where did I put the lesson at? Salakia. Bear with me. All right, just bear with me. Let me see if brothers got anything. All right. Let me see. I put sift. Ah, shit. All right, let me see where I put this lesson at. Bear with me. What was that? Matthew 13. Just bear with me one moment. Let me see. Damn, how the fuck I lose this damn? Just bear with me. Well, hey, that's about to piss me off real quick. Hold on. Wow. Oh, okay. All right, I got it. Salakia. Let me see the brother Yasharallah Ahaziah. Oh, Shalom Yahabashim Shabarakatah. All right. I got it. All right. Cause it's like I want to say like Operation Looking Glass. You know, that's what I like to call it. You know, when you can see it's quite obvious who's being fruitful and who's not being fruitful. All right, you can see who Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is dealing with if Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is dealing with you. You know, hey, they gonna believe anything. You know, so let's get this Sirach 12 and 11 real quick. All right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 11. All right. So this is for these other camps. You know, I mean, really, this is for Esau going into Esau. But we're going to refer this to, you know, the 2/3, all right, for the tares. All right. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. All right, that's really for Esau, but that goes into 2/3 of our nation. All right, because they wicked. All right, they sitting here, they doing it for filthy lucre's sake. All right, they looked at the fame of Elder Apostle Tahar or whatever, or the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and you know I'm gonna be like that. You know, except I'm gonna get some money out of it. All right. I'm gonna be like a T.D. Jakes, a Hebrew Israelite T.D. Jakes, all right? That's how they doing it, all right? And we can see, all right? Guarantee you, the brothers is not lying on these dudes, all right? These dudes took the bag for show, for show. These dudes took it. They getting some money, bro. They getting some bread out of it. And the other ones that we ain't lying on is these motherfucking agents, all right? These police ass niggas, all right? I ain't saying nothing wrong with being the police, but when you come into this thing trying to trip up the brothers in this truth, all right? Yeah, it's a problem with that. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gonna hold you accountable for that. All right? You're gonna be held accountable for that. All right? And you're an enemy of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right? You're gonna have to be purified. All right? You're gonna have to be purified by fire. All right? All right, damn. I don't believe this was the lesson that I had. Salakia. Just bear with me one moment. This is ridiculous. Well, this must be it. All right, let me get this Psalm 7 and 16. All right. Psalms chapter 7 and verse 16. Yeah, this ain't the lesson, man. Hey, Salakia, man, I don't know what I just did. Maybe y'all deleted it. All right. Hey, well, I might have to get back to this and make a part 2. Hey, the water for tuning in. Or here, let me see. I can pull up some precepts. All right. Like the brother put up the every good tree, a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. This low-key gonna piss me off. I could find it. It's lucky. Just bear with me. If y'all leave, that's cool. All right. Bear with me. Let me see if this is it. 1 Peter 1 and 24. 1 Peter 1 and 24. Salakia, bear with me. This ain't it, but this go right with it, all right? This is 1 Peter chapter 1, starting at verse 23. All right, going into the wheat and the tares, low-key. Being born again, not of corruptible seed, all right, So, hey, like I said, keep watering, keep watering, keep watering, and you'll see if the fruits is gonna come, or if it's just gonna be weeds, all right? Not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of the Most High, which liveth and abideth forever, all right? So his word lives forever. So those of you brothers that, got the word, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, y'all gonna have everlasting life. The kingdom is gonna dwell within you, all right? For all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of men as the flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. But the word of the Lord endureth forever. All right, going into that fruit, going into that word, all right, everlasting. All right. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you, all right? So brothers that, have this gospel, hey, we got to be thankful in it, and I'm thankful in it. Last night I saw a chariot, man, and I could not stop smiling. I was just smiling till I fell asleep smiling, and I was just so thankful to see that chariot. I only seen one before when I was living in Las Vegas, and I recorded it. It was in broad daylight, but this one was shining the beam straight onto where I was at, So I was just smiling, I was just thankful, Today I woke up feeling much lighter. I feel low-key sleepy all day. Feel like, I just felt like resting, I just feel more thankful, But hey, man, I can't find this lesson. I'm gonna have to do a part 2. It's kind of making me, I don't want to make this not edifying. So, hey, man, the water for tuning in. I'm going to end by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, all right, the bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the sisters tuning in, all right, learning in truth and in sincerity. Hey, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, all right, Shalom. Hold on, let me read this from the brother GMS, hopeful elect, Salakia. I'll read this, 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1. But there were false prophets among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. All right? So, hey, man, be careful who you're learning from. All right? If you can't see the fruit, all right? Hey, if they ain't got more fruit than you either, you probably shouldn't be, But, we watch other brothers, too, to make sure brothers ain't going off, too. Just like, other brothers watch me. I watch other brothers. We support each other, all right? But, hey, watch out for these ravening wolves out here, trying to make sure that you do grow up. They're watering you a certain type of liquid that make you gonna grow up to be a tear, all right? So you want to make sure you're getting the pure water, the living water, all right? So hoping that you come out to be, Salakia, to make sure they're trying to make you come out to be, trash, for stubble, all right? But you want to come out to be fruit, you want to bud forth with fruits, all right? Hey, the water for the precept, all right? Hey, all right. Shalom, sister. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah to you and your household, sister. All right. Hey, man. Hey, so with that being said, I hope that was edifying. Hey, I'm going to end by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.